Hey yo, it's your boy Eccentric Dave. Welcome back to another episode of our cooking. Nice and simple, getting straight to the bits, no waste of time, you get me? Today we're making this Cajun chicken, something simple, light for the belly to eat when you're coming from them times, long day after work, just want to get into the kitchen, suit yourself up, put your feet up, watch your Netflix, then once there. That's what we're doing, simple thing, Cajun chicken, spice stuff, fried, then cooked in a tomato sauce. Not just any tomato sauce, my special sauce. Then once there, the one that is good enough to be bottled and sold in the shop, for real, no joke. I get that sauce perfect every time when I make it. And today let me share with you how I make that. Take you the different steps, how to get them perfect flavors. Cooking is just not just something just throw together. It's a bit of art. But when you, some of us that can do the thing though, like we just have fun with it. It's a bit of art with the seasoning, a bit of art with the flavors, and then you come out with something special. Then once there, when you finish cooking, man's wanna bite off their lips. People wanna eat their fingers by mistake, but the thing tastes so good. So let's don't waste no time. Everybody come in the kitchen, grab yourself a cold drink. This is your boy Eccentric Dave on another show. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, for real. Let's go do this. Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's your boy Eccentric Dave. Welcome to another fine cooking today. Today we're making this Cajun chicken. You can see it looks beautiful, it's succulent, it looks delicious. Very simple, very straightforward. Let's get into it, no time to waste. So yeah, it's all the stuff we're gonna be using for our cooking today. Nothing too difficult to find around your kitchen. Straightforward. I'm not gonna keep it so complicated with the flavors today. Make it nice and simple for you lot to get it, and then you can make it at home. It's very easy. So as you can see, today we're using some tin tomato. I'll be using 3 today. I'll be mixing it with the plum tomato, and also with the chopped tomato. So I'll be mixing that to enhance the flavor with the tomato. So I'm doing a tomato sauce. I'll be cooking it with some baby plum tomato. You can also use cherry, also known as cherry. For me, I see this as cherry tomato. You can use this. I was actually going for the cherry tomato. I didn't read this properly, so I bought them. But this is still perfect. They pack flavors. They pack more flavors to the flavors, if you know what I mean. Some sprig onions. We're gonna be using some tomato puree, garlic, of course. You can use the Maggi cube, or you can use the vegetable seasoning. It's up to you. But I'll be using, I might be using both. One thing about this cooking, just going with your, I'm not really going with the measurement with the seasoning today. I'm going to go by eyes, and you can see what I do. Everything the amount I will be putting is like teaspoon of everything really. Some basil. You're gonna be having pasta sauce with that basil in there. Some coriander, and this bad boy, one of the main ingredients, some smoked paprika. I love the paprika, especially the smoked one. It gives it that flavor, the flavor that we all like. Trust me, if you've not cooked with the smoked paprika, everyone calls it different way. Try it. It gives a flavor. And then the Cajun seasoning. This seasoning right here cuts a lot of corner. To be honest, all this is in one season. So really, I want to make a video of making my own personal Cajun seasoning. I'll be using it for a lot of mix from now on. I'm gonna put a video on that soon. I'm gonna be making some videos of making homemade seasoning, so you guys can actually start making your own seasoning at home. So Cajun seasoning, this is what I used for my chicken really. I got some mixed herbs. I want to dab a little bit of that in there. I got some parsley, some black pepper, peppercorn, some bell pepper, sweet pepper. That'll be going there also. And man, I almost forgot the bad boy. I'm gonna add in some onion in there. I'll just be using one today, one sweet onion we do. But I got a twist. I don't usually do this for all of my, I've never really done this for my cooking before, so it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna put this on. I'm going to add in a bit of potato. I'll chop this and put it into the tomato sauce. So when I'm in the final stage of the cooking, some tomato, some sweet potato, it's going to go in there, giving it that thickness, giving it more richness, giving that sweetness that we all love. If you never used sweet potato to cook before, try it. Leave some comments. Let me know what you've done with potatoes, sweet potato before. You can make chips with this, potato chips. But today we're just cooking with it, keeping it nice and simple. If I've missed anything, let me know in the comments, But these are the main things that I'll be using for my cooking today. In fact, these are all the things I'll be using for my cooking today. So let's don't waste no time. It's time to prep our ingredient, time to chop this spring onion up, time to chop up these onions, the bell pepper. So let's get straight to our prepping, and then we're gonna get straight into the cooking. We're not wasting no time today. We're gonna be having fun. I want to apologize to you lot as well. Like, this really means a lot to me, that I need to apologize for how long it's taking me to put out a video. I'm really upset with the way I've handled things. It's not just all my fault. I've had personal life issues, trying to sort myself out, coming out of this COVID-19 and trying to get back to normal. That's not been easy. So I'm just trying to get back to normal, and that trying to do that and then trying to do this has been very difficult to try and pair both of them up at the same time. But I promise you guys, it will never take me this long to put up a video again. In fact, there'll be videos after video. So thanks for bearing with me. I really appreciate this, and thanks for the love you've continued to show me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, trust me. Now let's carry on with this chopping things. You get me? Let's do this thing, And now we finish prepping. We got our spring onions, we got our onions, we got our red pepper, we got our garlic, we got our sweet potato, we got our chicken marinated overnight on this beautiful, tasty, flavored Cajun seasoning all night on the fridge. Added a bit more coriander and parsley to that seasoning, and then mixed it, left it on. I didn't want to add salt to this because there was salt in the Cajun seasoning. I'm not doing a lot of chicken, so I just left it like that. Some cherry tomato washed, or you could use this is plum tomatoes. Usually I use cherry tomato for the sauce, but I'm using plum tomato today. Don't really matter, it catches that flavor. I love and I don't chop them. I throw this in there like so. So I love it when you just bite into one of this and just pack in juices, and then you bite with the chicken and wherever you eat it. This sauce, actually, you can use it to eat pasta, you can use it to eat rice, but today we're using it to eat pasta. So that's everything we need so far, everything that we need for the cooking. Let's get creating, let's get cooking. Let's go, boy. Added a teaspoon of oil into this, a teaspoon and a half. Now we're going to fry the onions. We're going to caramelize the onions first, then take it out. Before we add, we're going to fry the other stuff and then take them out also. So first we're going to caramelize these onions. You know when it's caramelized, you see this the color change to a little bit golden. Get a little bit of crispy burnness with a little bits of onions, but it's okay. Then I'm just going to take them out, and then we're going to fry the pepper. The reason I'm actually frying them like this, I want the pan to absorb the flavors from these peppers and these onions. And so when I fry the chicken in the same onions, guess what we're doing? We're just spiking up the flavors. Those flavors are just going to absorb into the chicken when we fry it. That's why I decided to fry this pepper first. Also, the reason I fry the onions separately with the pepper, because onions cook quicker than this pepper, and you don't want your onions burning. Hence, we'll lose the caramelization of what we're trying to achieve. Caramelization. Clap for me, G. Them words there, caramelization. But yeah, so we're going to caramelize those onions. We'll take them out. We're going to cook this pepper. You know this pepper when they're ready, when this cherry tomatoes are starting to peel and open. You see them bursting in the middle, you know they're ready. And then we're going to take them out, and then we're going to fry our chicken. You can see it. Yeah, you know they're ready. The skin peels off them. This happens with plum, baby tomato, or baby plum or cherry tomato. You get the same thing. And then now we're ready to fry our chicken. But first, let's take this out. As you can see, the pan is a little bit red. That's all the flavor from what we got from the onions and the pepper we just fried. So those flavor from the pepper and the onions and this little oil go in the pan. And now we're going to fry this chicken. What we want to do, we want to season the flavors into the chicken, give it that golden brownness, and before we slow cook it in our tomato sauce. So right now we're going to fry the Cajun spices I marinated with overnight. So this is why we're calling it Cajun chicken. All those spices right now are getting fried into this chicken, giving it those amazing flavor. Right now the house is smelling so nice. The neighbors are knocking on my door, but guess what? Yo, G, we're not opening the door, cuz look, I only got 6 chicken in here, and I got like 3 guests, so I want like 3 chicken to myself. I'm not that greedy, but you know what I mean. So we just want to fry. This fry we got about 10 minutes, not that long. 10 minutes, slow fry, just sealing them flavors. Don't have to be 10 minutes, just keep your eyes on it. What we want to do is give it that crispiness, that bit of burnness, a bit of brownness, a bit of goldenness, a bit of golden beauty. Now we gonna take them out, because now the main stage of the cooking is about to start. So at this stage, now we're just gonna add all the things that we've been frying all this time, the onions, the pepper. We're gonna add them into this flavor that this chicken just left for us. Look at it, guys. Look at it, G. Now we're gonna add our onions to it. Wow, you guys need to be here right now and just smell the place. It smells so nice. These onions are caramelized, absorbing the flavors. And now we're gonna add our pepper also. Now the cooking is about to start. This is the levels we're taking it to. This is the secret of getting those amazing flavor at the end of the cooking. I know like a lot of people thinking just throw things into the pan and you come. I'm telling you guys, the little stages, the little things that you could do during your cooking that just enhance the flavors that you come up with at the end. I forgot to show you guys, this is the Scotch bonnet. I didn't add it to the when I put it on my list before. Actually, it's actually on the list, but I didn't actually show you guys what the Scotch bonnet look like. Obviously, we all know what Scotch bonnet look like. So I chopped up my Scotch bonnet. I'm gonna add it into this. It doesn't really matter when you add it. In fact, you can add Scotch bonnet at the end, not the end, like through the middle way of cooking. But this is the best time to put it. Let them flavors come together. I'm adding my spring onions into this, and then we're gonna give it that fry. Let it fry for about 5 to 10 minutes. You want all that flavors from the chicken, that from the oil that came out of the chicken when we just fried the chicken, all that flavor, those onions and the pepper, the flavor just coming together as one. Patience is the key to an amazing cooking. Trust me, guys. If you have time to cook, take your time. Cook on a slow heat. And then we're gonna add our paprika. Don't care how you call it. You know what we mean. Add the paprika. I like this amount I put. I'm really going by eyes, guys. You know, I'm going by eyes. I'm not using no measurement today. I want you to try cooking like this. This is how you come out. This is how you become trust me, you become a good cook. Not using measurement, just using your eyes. You can cook with your eyes closed. You can cook in your sleep. You can cook in your dream. I don't advise you to cook in your dream or your sleep. Now I'm gonna add some mixed herbs. Add this paprika. Adding some mixed herbs into this. I'm gonna add some coriander into this. I'm just gonna keep adding the herbs while it's frying. I want to get that toastiness. So this is some parsley. We added coriander. We added parsley now, and then just give it that. Oh, wow, my days! This place is man. So we've not even started the cooking, and the smell, the flavors are coming out nicely. And then we're gonna add some basil, and then we'll mix it. Add some basil in there, and then some peppercorn, black pepper. I'm gonna crush that in there. I'm gonna take my time with this, but it's really, I love this. I love peppercorn, not just the black pepper, but the peppercorn packs more flavor. I cannot do without this black pepper, honestly. I put in my fried egg, you name it. And now I'm gonna add some Maggi. I'm gonna add 2 Maggi cubes. At this point, it's up to you if you just want to use the vegetable seasoning. If you don't like using this Maggi, some people don't like it. I don't know why. They prefer the vegetable one. You can also use the vegetable one, but in this cooking, I'll be using both. So right now, I'm gonna add 2 Maggi cubes, and you can see the colors as they're coming along. I'm just gonna mix everything together and give it that toastiness. Fry it for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll add our tomato into this. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that bell button so you can know when I release new video. And now we're gonna be adding our dry ground ginger. This is optional, by the way. That's why I did not add this into our ingredient list. I just love ginger. I want a little bit of ginger in this, so I'm adding ginger. My point is, guys, don't be afraid, don't be shy to experiment, to touch up, to just find out what you might like or what you might not like with your flavors. So just go with it. I'm also throwing some peppercorns, the same peppercorn I crushed into this. I'm gonna throw them in there. They're gonna pack and add more flavors to it. We're gonna add our tomato puree. At this point, I'm using like a tablespoon. I added a tablespoon first, like let's add more. So I'm just gonna squash it all over it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, like so. So my point is, just go with your eyes. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. If you don't get it right this time, you get it right next time. It's okay. We leave and we'll move on. That's the whole point. That's why I love cooking, for the point of this. And now, as you can see, the color has changed. The paste is become a paste. It's sticking up a bit more. This is the point where we're going to start the actual slow cook of our Cajun chicken. So at this point, we're going to add our tomato, our canned tomato. I'm using a mixed tomato. I'm using plum tomato and then chopped tomato. Right now, I'm adding my chopped tomato. As you can see, it's coming along nicely. It's coming along nicely. Just have fun, my peoples. Have fun. Life is too short not to enjoy life. Enjoy life. And now we're gonna stir it in. Skoo, skoo. We're now gonna add our sweet potato. I drained out the water I added earlier on. That water was to keep it fresh and to get rid of the extra starch. At this point, guys, you want to set your cooker to medium heat. Not high heat, but medium heat. At this point, you want to slow cook the thing, you know. You want to slow cook this, let it come along nicely. We don't want our chicken to burn. We're going to add 1 cup of water into this. This varies actually, depending on the size of food you're cooking, on the size of chicken, or on the amount of chicken you're using. Right now, I'm using 6 tiers of chicken, so I'm going to use 1 cup of water, which will give me enough time to slow cook. At this stage, guys, you want to test your sauce. Make sure you got all the flavors on point. So I'm just adding. I needed salt. I added 1 tablespoon of salt, and I just sprinkled some vegetable seasoning in here. Was about a teaspoon and a half of vegetable seasoning there, and then we'll add our chicken into this. At this point, make sure, it's very important, your cooker is set to medium heat, because as you can see, the paste is pretty thick and the chicken are pretty deep into the pan. So if your cooker is not on medium, this could burn easily. So you want to keep your eyes on this. I will check it every 20 minutes, 10 to 15, 20 minutes. I'll be coming to look at it and give it a skoo. For those of you that's thinking, hold on, why is he using foil paper? I like using foil paper to cover my food when I'm cooking, because it really helps to trap in the steam, and which helps to help the cooking to cook quicker. That's why I prefer using foil paper than actually the lid of the pot or the pan. I prefer to use foil paper. If you add foil paper and the lid when cooking, you'll be surprised how fast you'll be cooking, because it's almost like a pressure cooker. That's what we're achieving with that. So that's why I always use foil paper. It helps. This cooking, we're going on for about 40 minutes now, almost an hour. About 40 to 45 minutes I've been cooking for, and you can see that we almost achieved our goal. It's coming along really nicely. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash that button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can know when I release new video. More videos are coming up, new ideas. Soon I'm going into seafood very soon. We're going to be doing seafood compilation, different ways of making seafood. I'll show you guys the corners and how to cut the shortcut of making a great, amazing seafood every time you cook it in your kitchen. And this is what your chicken will look like after 1.5 hours. It is ready. We're ready to fulfill our purpose of the day, which is to fill up our belly. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Well, the chicken is soft, it's delicious, it has absorbed all those juices, all those flavors from the first minute to this very second. Now we're ready to eat. Today I'll be using pasta to eat this. This can go with so many food. This can go as a side, as a sauce for rice, as a sauce for pasta, as a sauce for yam, as a sauce for potato, as a sauce for dipping with chips. Trust me, this is our own personal recipe, and this is what it will look like after you let it rest for 10 minutes before serving. Make sure you give it time to rest. Make sure you give it the flavors time to all come together and look like a paste. Guys, if you like what you've seen so far, if you love what I've been showing you, please subscribe, please share, and most of all, smash that bell button so you can get notification of every time I make a video. Yes, your Cajun chicken, slow cooked in a tomato sauce, my tomato sauce. Guys, let me know what you think. It's your boy Eccentric Dave. I'm out.